Hello everyone, this is Chris, and as an old saying goes, the moment you hit rock bottom, and in this case, literally rock bottom, there's only really one way left to go, and that is on a mega floating spaceship in the sky. I think that's how the saying goes. Well, whether it is or not, you can see that I've done quite a bit more work on the structural support down here, and we are actually almost done with this lower layer, because all we have to do is, I believe, one little bit over here, and then we can actually start working on the lower layer of this spaceship. And you know, in the event of a giant moon crashing into this SMP, I want to be ready to escape just in case. And to be honest, the part I'm working on right here in the back part of the spaceship isn't going to be completely final right here on the structural support, because there are going to have to be some thrusters and things put back here, so we're going to have to adjust some of this stuff later on, but at least for now we can build it up like this. And I could be wrong, but I believe these last 4 blocks are the final... Oh, I ran out of stairs. Hold that thought for a second. As I was saying, these last few blocks should be the main focus points of this structural support now, and it looks so busy. It just looks so, like, crazily busy right here, and it's kind of amazing and kind of sad how we're almost never going to see this part. And it does mean we could finally actually start working on the lower floor of this one spaceship. And that's gotten me really excited all of a sudden. So first off, we have to smelt up all this stone right here into smooth stone. Hopefully this will be enough for now. Oh, whoa. Really? Did you really have to do that right there? Right there and then? Oh, jeez. Slight creeper scares aside, let's actually get to work. So a lot of this low floor is going to be mainly made out of these smooth stone slabs right here, but then we're going to mix in a little bit of polished andesite here and there. And on the rows of the cobblestone walls, instead of it being upper slabs, it's going to be lower slabs and upper slabs. For everyone who says this just looks like a very gray box, then at least know that there's some detail here and there around the place in this gray box. And after all that smooth stone, we only managed to place 3 and a little bit of rows of this floor right here, which honestly is probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing working on one little piece at a time rather than trying to work on an entire floor at once. I mean, again, just look at how far back this goes. And to work on this one part, we're going to need to get more polished andesite and a little bit of black glass. And the polished andesite shouldn't be too much of an issue, seeing as we mined out so much in the last episode. And geez, it almost looks a little bit cooler now that the only real light bit is just right at the very bottom. The only problem is all the mobs that are going to be accompanying it. I told myself never again, but here I am again, out squid hunting. So on each side right here, we're going to have some small little windows right here looking out across, I guess, space, if you want to call it that. And then on the outside, we're going to have, I guess, some rings of these smooth stone slabs right here, just to make it look a little bit more interesting from the outside. And now we need to work on, I guess, the nose of the ship, or something like that. Or is it just called something like the front of the ship? To no one's surprise, I have very little knowledge in terms of what things are called on spaceships, or I guess on any ship in general. Regardless of what this front bit is called, this is actually where we're starting to use the quartz. And I immediately know that I'm gonna run out at some point during this building process. Like, at least right now, I don't need to use too much, but I know eventually I'm gonna have to go get more. I'm such an idiot right now. I built this thing in the wrong place. It was supposed to be at that layer right there. It's easy placing the blocks, but it's that much harder when you actually have to tear it down. Now, thank goodness this wasn't too incredibly hard to move down, though. But still, annoying, frustrating, infuriating. Anyways, let's start working on the upper part of this one bit. And surprise, surprise, we are using stone bricks. And I just realized, like, this base is going to be very gray. Apart from like a little bit of white and a little bit of orange from the copper, this is a very colorless base right here. But at least it's housing a very colorful owner. Okay, so seriously, that was an awful joke. Like, why didn't I even say that to begin with? You know when something sounds good in your head, but then in reality it just sounds absolutely stupid? Yeah, that was one of those moments. Like, honestly, that's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said in a video. Oh, and look at that. When complaining about my horrific jokes, I managed to place in all the stone bricks and stuff. Maybe bad jokes are the key to lots and lots of progress. Maybe we gotta give it a second try just to be sure. You know, I think I might become a mirror maker this year. It's a job I could really see myself doing. Wait a minute, that was an actual clever bad joke right there. Maybe the formula doesn't actually work as well as I thought. Okay, enough of the so bad they're bad jokes. Let's actually just focus on building. And at least a few layers of this wall is going to be, I guess, sort of, textured in some ways. Like, we're going to have some stone, we're going to have some cobblestone, we're going to have some andesite, and other types of blocks like that. Oh no, here I am asking for bad jokes, and now everyone is giving me a bad joke. What does the right eye say to the left eye? I don't know. What does it say to the left eye? Between us, something smells, lol. You know, I'm really jealous. I can't make up some of these good jokes right here. I can only make textured walls like what we see right here. Which, by the way, I made this first one right here, and it does look sort of random, but there actually is a pattern to it, as you can kind of see right here, right down here. You can kind of see with this cobblestone up here. Yeah, it looks random, but there is a little bit of a pattern here. And then this pattern will go on for quite a decent distance all the way down here, but for now, we'll just go to as far as we've gone with the floor right here. And now that the first wall is completely put in, we get a real sense as to what this looks like. And again, you could kind of see a pattern throughout it, but you'd really have to look and see to actually see it. And speaking of patterns, let's build the exact same thing on this side. And there we go. It looks essentially identical from this side, which is the idea at least, but at least we managed to get it done right. But we're gonna put more base work on hold just for a little bit because there's something else I need to do. But while we're on the way, this one thing, I think Gar and Effie and some other people worked on the hub, and this looks really cool. I love just the feeling of being inside of a cave or something like that. Though I will say it is going to be very tricky flying around whenever we do get Elytra, so I don't know. Maybe we'll have to raise the roof at least a little bit eventually. But anyways, my XP shop. The idea of coming in, popping in, grabbing some XP from our first and going out is kind of a dead idea because in an upcoming bug fixing update, they are fixing a bug where it gives you much more XP than before. So this shop idea isn't really going to work and I'm going to have to redo a lot of it. But I think for at least right now, I should have at least, you know, something I could sell to the other cosmics. And I figured because we did smelt up a whole bunch of kelp already, why don't we just sell kelp blocks to them? Why don't we just sell them like infinite supplies of fuel to them? I mean, all this kelp really isn't doing anything anyways, so you might as well. But first things first, we're going to have to extract all the kelp and turn them into kelp blocks. And I think I'll leave these top chests anyways. First off, because they're empty, and second off, because I do want to rework this eventually, but for now, let's just try and get all this kelp and turn it into kelp blocks. I believe there's a method on doing this, but I don't really know the method. All I know is, let's just try making, you know, one kelp block at a time or something like that. Oh, here's a method. You just hold it down and then you just click it over and over and over again. I mean, whatever works. And so I think maybe a diamond per stack would be good enough to supply everyone with this, while also not being too incredibly expensive. But then again, it is like incredibly easy to get a whole bunch of diamonds in 118, so we'll have to see. And who knows, maybe this shop idea will be even more profitable than my original one. And just in case that does happen, I am just gonna AFK over here for a couple hours around this furnace. And while I was AFKing away from my PC, a certain someone decides to take control.
Gonna cause some problems. I don't remember where I'm going. Oh yeah, over here. Do I go up here? Yes! Okay, loser. Anyway, they have ceiling flowers? Crazy. Anyway guys, so how you doing? My hiatus from YouTube is going splendidly. Y'all need to like make better, you need like a map of this place. my victim. I mean, my what? That'd be embarrassing if you just walked out right here and it's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, haha, nothing suspicious. Oh, it's raining. And it's dark outside. This is the worst outcome I think I could have. Oh, and there's a skeleton. What do I do? Good morning. Now I have to swim. Ugh. Fun fact, I don't think I've been swimming in like the last 4 years. If there's anything in here that's gonna try to kill me, please don't. Now, I don't know how... Do I shift? I don't know how to crouch. For all my homies who play this game regularly, you're going to think I am silly. I'm like a pro gamer. What? Hold on. Do I just... I don't know what you're looking at, but okay. It's like, whoa. Now that's science. Does that look fine? Now what else? What other mischief can I cause? Well, we'll go find something to do. A squid? Hi. What does this do? Does this make me swim faster? New. Speed. Is there a cave? What if? Oh dear. Just kidding. I don't want to have any what if ideas because I know if I die, a certain someone is gonna have a bone to pick with me and I'll never hear the end of it. What if I had binoculars? That'd be pretty swag. Oh snap! Oh my goodness. This is intense. Hey, first order of business. We're gonna make a crafting table. Yes! Hey, bestie. Well, I have 2 more signs. And I need to wreak some havoc while I'm here. Alright, girly. We're gonna go. It's so pretty! I love it here. But y'all got candles? Girly Evelyn, you really have outdone yourself. Why am I bouncing so high? Have I been drugged? I've been drugged. I love that I can just climb straight up onto the roof, no problem. Why did that hurt me? That was my own jump. So Evelyn Girl Boss, I love what you did with the place. It's impeccable, it's beautiful, and I think it's better than Mr. Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's all I can say.
Well, that happened, and that's certainly one of the last times I forget to close my PC and stop recording before going on walks. But out of all the things, I'm most annoyed that I didn't AFK over here that much. I mean, we have a little bit more, but not too much. Oh, and during all that mishap, someone actually bought some kelp. I mean, who knows? Maybe the kelp business is the right business for this. I don't know yet. We'll keep stocking it up, but we'll have to see how profitable this is. And we'll also have to see where my base goes in the future, because unfortunately I have slightly run out of time right now. And don't blame me that I ran out of time. Blame the fact that the top 10 best videos thing took so long to make. But you know, I can at least safely say that we have a start to this one spaceship rather than just the structural support. Now we actually have some manner of floors, some manner of walls. Now, next time, we need some manner of roof next time, but, you know, again, that's for a later episode and a later part. Oh, and why not? Check out Pen Supply stuff link down below. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.